Welcome to the Hemlock State Explorer. This is part 2 of our Dutchman Run and Abbott Run waterfall loop. We explored Dutchman Run yesterday and did some bushwhacking at the top of the McIntyre wild area on top of the mountain you see before you. But we just plain ran out of time and couldn't explore all the waterfalls on Abbott Run, so we are picking up part 2 here. We just crossed over Dutchman Run, and if you want to see the waterfalls, you can head up that direction, and be sure to check out hemlockstateexplorer.com for the map and waypoints and instructions how to get there. We also just passed the ruins of the old stone house, and now we're continuing as far as we can on this old railroad grade, crossing over another branch of Dutchman Run just ahead. So yesterday, on the way back down the mountain from the top of McIntyre Wild area along Dutchman Run, we took an old road grade down the hill. It was pretty rough going, but it stayed primarily at the top of the rim of the Abbott Run ravine, and it was pretty rough in spots, but unfortunately we didn't have time to make it down into the ravine. But just looking from the top of the ravine, there were some pretty spectacular eye-catching waterfalls, so we just had to come back and thank the Lord. He's given us the opportunity to do so, and also to take you along with us. When there aren't vehicles on the highway behind us, you can hear Abbott Run from here. We are walking on something of an old road. The only way we can tell that really is by the dearth of trees. It's just a clear-ish spot at this point, and you can see how it heads up the hill. But if we take that old grade, we're going to miss out on the waterfalls, so I think we have to go down into the ravine. Getting here wasn't terrible. After we passed the stone house and Dutchman Run, the railroad grade fizzled out. Actually, here's someone trying to help us out. You see that? Looks like some ropes. Hey, down to a trail in the ravine. We'll mark these coordinates at hemlockstateexplorer.com. This is helpful, but as I was about to say, it was all bushwhacking after Dutchman Run to get here. It isn't terrible, just mind the rocks. Oh wow, there's a waterfall up ahead. Anyway, just mind the rocks and also mind the private property. So the reason we have to bushwhack here, either from the base of the mountain or coming down from the top, is that it's lined with private property between the road and the base of the mountain. So you just have to skirt. There are no discernible trails, no blazes. You just have to skirt the mountain and make your way towards the waypoints that we'll leave for you at hemlockstateexplorer.com. But enough talking, let's go check out this waterfall. As we're approaching the first waterfall on Abbott Run, I want to draw your attention to some pretty spectacular cliffs and a gigantic rock overhang above us. It looks like there's a spot cleared up there in the rocks, although considering what's above you, I would not be inclined to camp there. But let's turn our attention to this waterfall. Wow. It really has not been that far of a hike. A little difficult in spots, but definitely worth it. We are down in the ravine of Abbott Run, and there are many beautiful cascades down here, but it was quite difficult to get here. There was a barrier of mountain laurel Fortunately, there was a path through, well, kind of a path. It's, I guess you could call it a less dense area, but we'll mark that on the map at hemlockstateexplorer.com. Just be very careful of loose rocks, loose logs, wet terrain, as you see that we're on right now. We'll get up out of here over these branches. It is a beautiful area, just cascade after cascade, but tricky to navigate. After some rough boulder hopping through the ravine, we are rewarded with the second Abbott Run waterfall. We're standing at the top of Abbott Run Falls, and Abbott Run continues to impress with cascade after cascade. It's easier going up on this section on account of the plain around the stream in the ravine is a little bit wider, not quite as rocky. Here's Abbott Run Falls flowing over the rocks. Look at those cliffs and the beautiful ravine and mountains beyond. We met up with something of a trail, or at least a path, that helped us ascend those fern-covered rocks above. But then we were enticed off of that back into the ravine because there is another small waterfall cascade. This Abbott Run is just loaded with things like this. The quality of the waterfalls and the scenery are superior to Dutchman's Run in my opinion, but Abbott Run is much less visited for obvious reasons. It is quite tricky to navigate around and tough in spots, but you'll be well rewarded for it. And here we have a legit waterfall on Abbott Run. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And so this is actually a double-tiered waterfall. Let's go down and get a look at the whole thing. Well, this trail just keeps impressing. Here's another tier of the waterfall. You can see the main drop in the distance above. Right up there. Glorious. Look at this one. So beautiful. Praise the Lord. This just fills the heart with joy. And then there's another series of cascades below, and it looks like two streams come together. I can't wait to see what's in that other ravine. Would you believe it? Another waterfall. I can't believe this trail. It was worth every drop of sweat, every branch in the face. This is tremendous. Well, this does not do it justice, but I wanted to show you two streams coming together and two parallel waterfalls. Praise the Lord. This has been an amazing adventure. I truly hope you can make it out here. Thanks for joining us on this Abbott Run waterfall adventure. One of the better waterfall trails I've been on lately, but it is not for everyone. Although the waterfalls are spectacular, the trail is quite difficult and requires some bushwhacking and boulder scrambling. Also be sure to check out part 1 of this adventure, where we explore the waterfalls of Dutchman Run and ascend to the top of the McIntyre Wild Area at Lycoming State Forest. And be sure to check out all of our other adventures at hemlockstateexplorer.com. And until next time, we can't wait to see you on the next adventure.